Hello, welcome to Issues and Insights. My name is Leslie Ashlock. I'm with the Hardin County Government, and today I have Kaye Emke. Is that right?
Ma'am.
She is with SpringHaven Domestic Violence Center.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
No problem. I'm excited to be here.
And as we were talking a while ago, this is both of our first times here.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about SpringHaven, because some of our viewers probably don't know anything about it. Just tell us about what you all do and who you are.
All right. So SpringHaven, we're the only certified domestic violence program for the Lincoln Trail Area District. We serve victims of domestic violence and their dependents in Breckenridge, Grayson, Hardin, LaRue, Marion, Meade, Nelson, and Washington counties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Nice.
And our victim advocates are amazing in those counties. We offer a safe shelter, a 24-hour helpline and information, individual counseling, support groups, safety planning, information and referral for other needed services, community education even, and domestic violence training. And we're also open 24/7. So anytime you need help, we're here for you.
Nice. So the shelter here, where is the other closest shelter?
That one,
Kentucky?
oh goodness, would probably be in Louisville.
Okay.
So there is one there that does that. It's called the Center for Women and Families.
Okay. So you all are a complete nonprofit organization.
Yes.
And that means you are based solely on donations and grants alone.
Yes, we're 85% grant funded, and the rest are just donations after that.
Yeah. So with Hardin County Government, we kind of wanted to get the community involved. So we're partnering up with you all to do a SpringHaven donation roundup. So we've posted on our social media pages, and basically what we are going to do is try to get the community to get some donations together for your all's shelter, and we're going to run it the whole entire month of June. So follow us on our Facebook page. So tell us some more fundraisers that you all do throughout the year.
So our biggest fundraiser is our New Year's Dash. It's on the 1st of January at 8 a.m. And that's
day
a
after
5K.
New Year's.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Get out and run.
Because that's what everyone wants to do.
Right.
But, it's a blast. And, they give out medals. And, I think that people have even dressed up in silly costumes before. And I don't think they've done that recently, but they have done that.
And this is a rain or shine event.
Yep. And I mean, people show up in the rain or in the snow. I mean, it's
for a good cause, for sure.
Yeah. And then also our other biggest thing is in October, it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And so we personally don't do, fundraisers, but we get with other community partners, and they, on our behalf, fundraise and go all out. So they'll call us and be like, hey, this is what we want to do. What do you think? And, we'll jump on and be like, yeah, let's,
And that's
get
great
started.
that they are reaching out to you all, that you all don't have to go out and try to find people to help and volunteers to help. They're reaching out to you. That's amazing.
Yeah, our community loves us, and we love them for all their help.
Yeah, for sure. So you all have a website. And on your website, do you list items that you all are in need of? Are those updated frequently?
Yes. So we don't update it monthly. It's just based on need. So as long as it's up there, that is what we need. And our urgent needs, I usually post on Facebook. And, we just throw those out there. But we keep that updated. So anything you see on there is something that we're going to need. And you can always give us a call at that phone number. My office number is 270-765-4057 to, arrange a donation for that.
Nice. So before we got started earlier, we were talking about how SpringHaven got started, and I was very intrigued.
Yes.
So tell us some about that.
All right. So in 1984, Miss Dot Hansen, through Helping Hand, she, thought that there might be a need for just domestic violence survivors to have a place and to get back up on their feet. So they started with a 2-bedroom trailer.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so in 1984 they started that. And, through the first 2 years, it grew and grew, and it finally became incorporated in 1986. And then they moved to a 28-bed home after that, and it's just been growing ever since.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how one person has an idea that starts with something so small, and it grows to be something so huge.
And we're touching people's lives every day, and I think that's just so amazing what our advocates do.
Yes, that is amazing. That is amazing. So when victims and their children come to you all, contact you all, do they have anything with them? Do they have belongings with them?
I know this sounds silly and cliche, but really they don't. They come, usually with the clothes on their backs. They don't even have IDs usually. Like, they leave that emergency situation and they just don't have anything. And luckily we're here to, to help them, get their IDs back, and to get, clothes and anything they need, we're here for them. And it's amazing.
And you all actually help them get jobs. When they leave the shelter, you help them find homes for them
out there in the
and
shelter.
their children. That's amazing.
I mean, we even drive them around just to, go look at apartments, and we go with them, and we get them, ready for life outside of the shelter.
That's awesome. There was something that I read on your all's website about cell phones, about cell phone donations.
Yes, so we take cell phone donations, because even those cell phones, we'll call 911. So even if someone doesn't have a cell phone, they can call that. And, we give them to our people that may not, feel ready to come to the shelter, but they can always, use that.
So you have a place for those old flip phones, the old ones that we all used to have.
As long as they still work.
There's a place for those. So dig them out of your junk drawers. Yeah. So as far as visitors go, do you allow visitors at Springhaven?
So for our victims, we don't. We do allow their emergency contact to come and pick them up and to get information, but just due to confidentiality, we don't allow anybody else to come for them. Although we do allow groups to come out for tours, and that can always be arranged. And I'd love to show people around because it's beautiful.
Yes, we were actually talking about that earlier too. I have never even been to the shelter.
Yes.
I started serving on the board in January, and the last board meeting, Tonya was like, whoever hasn't come, you need to come out and visit it. So I need to definitely get my own little tour.
It's beautiful, and I can't wait to show you around too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. So is there a time frame that victims can stay? Can they stay as long as they need to?
Yeah, pretty much as long as they need to. We're here for them. Now, the average survivor, they usually stay about 6 months if they work the entire program. And that's from, the time they need their IDs until they are ready and have an apartment lined up and have a job. We even have a very generous donor. They donated a good amount to help us start a car scholarship fund. Nice. And that's one of the biggest, hurdles after finding a home is getting transportation. So they go through the program for that. They have to be working 2 months, go through a financial literacy program, and save for a car. And then we also, add money to that, whether they can make payments or just buy outright.
Nice. So you all aren't just a shelter for someone to come and stay. You all offer programs.
Yes.
You have encouragement programs for the kids and to the victims. Can you enlighten on that a little bit and tell us?
Our victim advocates and our family advocates, they hold groups at least 5 times a week, and that goes over self-esteem classes, resume building. Goodness, what else could they do?
Are these volunteers that come in to give the...
So they can be. So usually our advocates do it, but we also encourage volunteers to come out. We've had volunteers come out and do yoga with our victims, and even teach them how to make smoothies, because that's something that you don't really think about. But staying healthy and using fresh fruit, and that was a blast.
And can you see the change in these victims that when they come in and when they leave, or even during, as they're going through this healing process, can you actually, I mean, can you see it on their face?
Yes.
Do they open up to you and talk to you about it? And
yeah, they do. It's hard when they first come in because, you know, you're excited and you're happy that they're there, even though they went through such a bad situation. But, you know, after they go through that decompression, you know, stage, and they start opening up, they start finding themselves and learning that self-confidence, you know, and finding a job, and they're excited and they're ready to go, and it's the best thing to see on somebody.
Yeah, I bet. And as far as the kids, you know, you said the volunteers come in and help. So tell me some things about the kids. Do they have? I mean, do you have a play area outside for the kids, or?
We definitely do. So whenever our adults are out, you know, learning their resume skills and self-confidence and any of those other skills that we show them, the kids are off doing the same kind of groups. And, you know, they go play, they do group outings. We have a fabulous child advocate that takes care of them while the parents are off doing their thing, and they have a blast. And they have, you know, a playground out front, and it's huge. And they even have a play area inside that has so many things to do.
They're happy and they're safe, and they have,
And I think they know that they're safe, and so it really shows.
So have you all talked any about expansion?
Not right now.
Yeah. So. I mean, is there a certain amount of victims that you can take? Have you been overloaded at times?
Yes.
What do you all do in that type of situation?
Whenever our beds are filled up, because we can only take, you know, our capacity is 28, but we put them in local hotels and keep them safe, you know, and get them to where they need to be and to feel safe. And even outside of that, we can send them to other shelters, depending on what their needs are.
And you all are completely free?
Yes.
Free of service?
Yeah, absolutely free.
So if anyone, you know, has a thought of, oh, I'm sure they're going to charge this amount, I'll have to bring this, you're completely free?
Yep, just 100%.
Free to
we'll never ask for the victims to pay for our services or anything, and because, as we said, we were 80% grant funded.
So let's talk more about the donation part. So what are some things right now that you are in need of?
Oh, goodness. Okay, so juice boxes.
Juice boxes. That's what Tonya keeps saying, more juice boxes.
Yes, we always ask for juice boxes, and we go through them so fast.
I know.
Because our kiddos just
My kids go through about a box within a week.
Yeah. Exactly, and so they go through them fast.
Yes.
So we're always asking for juice boxes. And then bedding, that's another big thing that we always ask for, because it's just nice once you move into your new home that you have some, you know, bedding that's not used, and or something new to you that's
So
fresh.
bedding, you mean blankets, or do you mean mattresses and bed frames?
So blankets and sheets are the biggest thing, and then also pillows. We do work with a program that gets, you know, the mattresses and bed frames. So, and they're usually pretty great with that.
Okay, so whenever victims come in, their room is all set up for them. Say they are there 4 months and they are healed and they are ready to go out and live life again. Do they take those items with them? Do they stay at the shelter?
Oh, no, they definitely take them with them.
They take them with
you
them.
know, we make a list of anything that they might need, and we help them get it. So not only, you know, their personal hygiene items, you know, if they need pots and pans, we got those for you. You know, furniture, sofas, you know, let's see, even people have donated wall clocks, you know, because that's something you don't even think of, you know, for your wall decor. And it just brings a little bit more home to them.
When I think of donations, donating anything, I mean, I think of paper towels and toilet paper and the juice boxes. I don't go above and beyond and think wall clocks or plants or, I mean, you need to, anything to get their home set up to make them feel homey. We were talking earlier about the victims that come into your shelter are not only women.
No.
You have men too.
We do.
That's amazing.
It is. And not many people know about that.
Yeah.
That, you know, our services, we offer the exact same services to men as we do women. And even through the past couple of years, more men have stepped up and needed our services, and I think that's amazing.
That is great.
That
That's
they're,
great.
you know, growing that confidence that, you know, hey, we're here too.
It takes a lot for someone to realize that they need help, but then for them to contact you all and say, I need help. I need somewhere to stay. I need someone to help me through the healing process. That's amazing that people will come out in our community.
It is.
And not just in Hardin County. How many other counties do we?
It's all of the Lincoln Trail area, you know, the ad district, and that's what, 8 counties. So, and yeah, so if they're here.
Yeah. So going back to the volunteers, are you in need of volunteers?
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah.
We depend on volunteers. I mean, they do everything. We have volunteers that come out and, you know, help with our playground and do, you know, maintenance through there and get our mulch set up every year. We even have volunteers to come and help us do spring cleaning.
Yeah.
But even coming in and giving just a little bit of support to our survivors, even just a, hey, the community's here for you, and we want you to succeed. And that goes such a long way.
Yes. So how would someone, if someone wanted to volunteer, do they contact you all? Is there an application process? Do they have to go through some kind of screening?
Yes, so there is an application. You would just give me a call at the office, and I will send you out an application. You would pass a background check, and we'll talk right after that background check comes back on what you want to do and how you can help. And we'll
And is there an age limit on this?
No, there's not.
No? Okay, good.
So we've had, you know, scouts come out and help before,
Nice.
and all kinds. So it's been pretty great. You know, there was this one time last year we had a couple on Fort Knox come out to help us with our mulch on our playground. We thought it was going to take all day, but it only took them 2 hours.
Knocked it out.
Yes,
Got
they
it
did.
done.
So they got it. They did really great.
Good, good. So what else can you tell us? Is there anything else that we haven't talked about?
Yes, there is. So there's always this huge stigma going on whenever somebody comes to the shelter that thinks it's going to, you know, be cold and institutionalized, and that's just not the case here at Springhaven. We try to be as close to home as possible. We're huge. You know, we have 28 rooms, amazing common areas. We have an adult-only living room, a gorgeous dining room. We even have a teen room. And so this teen room, let me tell you, it has video games, it has computers. There's a foosball table in there.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's a teenage
It's
paradise.
set up.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have, you know, a kids' play area inside that has so many toys. And, you know, and the kiddos will always find something to do. And it really is, once you walk in, we try to fill it with, you know, serenity and calmness, for it's a place to grow, and it's just not what you would expect it to be.
So it's a home.
It is.
It's definitely a home.
Yeah, it's their temporary home.
And I'm sure the victims become family with everyone there.
They do.
You know, the kids collaborate together and they play together, and it's very homey.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So Tonya, I'm going to talk about her just a few
goodness,
minutes.
yes.
Little Tonya is retiring.
She is.
What are you going to do without her?
I don't know. It's been, you know, she's been there 22 years. She's a walking encyclopedia
Yes.
on all things domestic violence.
Yes.
So it's going to be really hard, you know, with her leaving. But I think that she's leaving it in good hands.
And she's been there for how long?
She's been there 22 years.
22 years.
Yes.
Does she have plans after this? Does she know what she's going to do? Is she
I
going
don't
to
think
travel?
I don't think she's going to tell me, so I don't come and find her.
Okay.
But no, she's probably just going to relax for probably, you know, a good 6 months at least.
Yes, because her
she's so
husband is
busy.
retired, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So maybe travel is in there. Do they have grandkids?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so
I don't
stay at
know.
home, Memo, and yeah. But you already have somebody to replace her.
We do.
And she is going to be amazing too.
She is. Her name's Rochelle.
Yes.
And she's new I'm sorry, she's new to Kentucky, but she is pretty fabulous, and I think that people are going to really enjoy where she takes the shelter.
Good, good. Well, is there anything else that you want to tell us?
Goodness. You know, the biggest thing I think is that, you know, domestic violence is here, and we're here to help, and if there's anything that you're going through or anyone else is going through, that to call us, and we can help.
Thank you again so much, Kaye, for coming and talking with us. Real quick, can you give us the Facebook page that you all have, and then the two numbers that you were talking about earlier?
Of course. So our Facebook page is just SpringHaven Inc., and then our website is springhaveninc.org.
Perfect.
And then our phone numbers are my business line. That's 270-765-4057, and that's, you know, for donations or anything, you know, for volunteers as well.
Okay.
And then our crisis line.
And this is the 24/7 line that you can call anytime. Okay. What's that number?
And that is 270-769-1234.
Okay, and those will be at the bottom of the screen as well. There has been, I'm sure, so many viewers that didn't even know about Springhaven, didn't know you were here. So if you know of anybody, if you are the victim of domestic violence, please reach out. Don't wait until it's too late. You all have a 24/7 phone line that they can contact you. Call them. They will be there for you to talk, to give you a place to stay. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for joining in and viewing Issues and Insights. I'm Leslie Ashlock. Have a good day.